Now that you've seen an overview of the process, let's talk about 3 CI/CD integration options. Xray supports CI/CD integration as of version 1.6. In version 2.2 and later, you can create a mix of security and license policies with rules that apply to select repositories or builds, defined in the scope of a watch. These rules define criteria that trigger actions that could be as minor as setting an alert in the system, or failing a build when a critical issue is found. Xray build integration is supported with Jenkins using the Artifactory plugin version 2.9.0 and above. With this plugin, Jenkins triggers scans by creating a scan config instance and passing it to the Xray scan method. Integration is also available for TeamCity. To scan artifacts for vulnerabilities with TeamCity, you can use the Artifactory plugin and enable Xray on the options for build and fail build every time you run a build. The TeamCity integration enables build scans and will also fail it according to your specifications. Other CI servers can be integrated using the JFrog CLI and additional CI server plugins. Xray support adds to these plugins as new releases are updated. For details specific to your setup, refer to the online user guide and other resources you can access from the JFrog website. Let's look at how you can use JFrog CLI for Xray integrations. JFrog CLI is a command line interface for operating Artifactory and other JFrog products. It can be used to invoke REST APIs and execute functions against those APIs. A list of commands is provided for each of the JFrog products. Xray only has one command, and that's for running offline updates. But in the list of commands for Artifactory, the build scan or BS command prompts Xray to scan a build. While individual artifacts are scanned continuously, this command is for scanning all the components of a published build. You can add this command to your automation scripts wherever you initiate a build publish. The one CLI command for initiating an Xray scan on builds might not seem like much, but running a build scan as part of larger automated operations can expose any vulnerabilities early in the process. Combined with the functionality of Xray's REST APIs, such as those involving watch details and policies, your automation scripts can act on certain data or triggers, alerting you or halting operations when a serious threat is found. Acting on vulnerabilities and license issues found at vital phases of build publications can prevent lost time later. Let's have a look at a configuration with Jenkins. In this case, I've got a 3-phase build step. Number 1, step number 2, and step number 3. Let's have a look at the pipeline Groovy script down here. In this job, we download a dependency from Artifactory directly that was created in a prior build phase. It's a WAR file that came in. The WAR file is then applied to the Docker container that was created in a previous build phase as well. As part of our CI/CD pipeline, we kick off a unit test to validate that the Docker container does what we expect. The next step of our CI/CD pipeline is to trigger an Xray scan. For this scan, I can fail the build if the Xray scan comes back and shows that there is a vulnerability in my build. Next in the CI/CD pipeline is to promote my Docker container. This promotion will only occur if my unit test was successful and my Xray scan was successful. Let's go to Artifactory to see what this looks like.